How's everybody doing? My name's Betchman, and welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC stuff, things, shenanigans, and everything else. We are back after being gone away for a week. We had to go away for a bit of a work trip, so we are back. We got this super interesting team that I ended up seeing get used, and it really made me want to try it as well. It's called Snow Room, which consists of Bronzong with Iron Defense, Body Press, Extrasensory, and Tricker Room, rocking the Mental Herb. Rhyperior, which is one of my favorites. I think I was using this a lot in, it may have been Regulation E, I'm not really sure. My version, though, was rocking Bug Terra with Mega Horn, which is super funny. This one is Rock Terra. It is rocking Protect, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and High Horsepower with the Clear Amulet and Solid Rock. Got a low in Ninetales, Fire Terra with the Dazzling Gleam, Aurora Veil, Protect, Blizzard, and Covert Cloak. Araquanid, Wide Guard, Liquidation, Leech Life, Protect with Mystic Water, so we can hit really hard with Liquidation. We got Excalibur, who is running the Fairy Terra with Glaive Rush, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Protect with the Never Melt Ice. And we got Hisuian Arcanine, which really fell off in usage. I still think in Regulation H it can be of some use. It is Fairy Terra with Extreme Speed, Protect, Flare Blitz, and Head Smash with the Focus Sash. So lots going on with this team. You can definitely do some pretty funny things. You can set up the Aurora Veil of Ninetales and then get Trick Room off. Rhyperior just kind of eats everything at that point. You have Araquanid that can act as a support. Excalibur just dishes out huge damage, especially in the snow. So there's a lot of different things that can go on with this team. So I'm really interested to try it and see how we can fare with it after, I believe the last team that we used was the Yanma team, which I had a lot of fun with. That team, I thought personally, was amazing. So, excuse me, we're going to jump right into it, see what we can do here. I'm not sure how it's going to do. I do like the fact that we have Covert Cloak on Ninetales so that we're not going to have any Sneasler shenanigans happen to us. So let's see, first game, we got Hisuian, Decidueye, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Goldango, Farigiraf, and Gastrodon. So, Trick Room, I feel like benefits us. I mean, actually, don't actually want to. I'm curious on the speed of everybody. So we got 139. I actually feel pretty comfortable. I wonder if the Whimsicott has Sunny Day. It might. I sort of want to go just straight up with Ninetales and, excuse me, Excalibur. I feel like that would be a really solid lead. I can have Arcanine in the back to do really big damage. And for my last, I could just go Araquanid. I don't really feel like I need to bring Bronzong at this point. Araquanid does quite a lot for me. Yeah, we'll go Araquanid. Being able to have the Wide Guard in front of the Goldango is huge. And the weird off chance that Farigiraf has Hyper Voice, we block that as well. So, or if Gastrodon has Icy Wind, we're able to block that. So we've got a lot of things that can go well for us. Question is what he's gonna do. Is he gonna go for the Trick Room, or is he gonna go for the Tailwind? Because having Whimsicott kind of makes it awkward. If he starts it for Farigiraf, we have two choices. We can kind of go for the Aurora Veil if we want, or we can just go for instant damage. So let's see what my opponent does, which is the Goldango and the Incineroar. Okay, so it's not terrible. It's not great. I could just go... I could just get the Aurora Veil immediately. I do actually really like that idea, so I just go Aurora Veil immediately because I have Covert Cloak. And then I could just switch into Araquanid. Because Araquanid will... It'll eat that, make it rain pretty well. Kind of had it in my mind that I had Clear Amulet on backs. Interesting. Okay, so we get the Aurora Veil up, which is great. We are going to lose Ninetales right here. Does absolutely no damage to Araquanid, which is amazing. Special attack drops. And at this point, I could send Excalibur back out. Or I could just go Arcanine. I sort of just want to go Arcanine at this point. Puts him in a really hard spot here, and I think with what I have, unless he brought Gastrodon, which would really suck, I can just go Flare Blitz into the Goldango, and then I can just go Liquidation into Incineroar. It's gonna definitely be the Gastrodon, isn't it? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Does protect the Goldango. Okay, so Gastrodon's gonna be a bit of a problem. Question is how we get rid of it. Takes us the attack of Storm Drain, so now it's a much bigger problem than I would like it to be. Head Smash is not going to do much at all to it. Extreme Speed's not going to do much of anything to it either. I think I just go for Head Smash, and we can't just Leech Life it. I'm going for Head Smash, predicting that he's going to bring in Incineroar, which should be Incineroar right here. Perfect. The Intimidate does hit both of my Pokemon, which does suck, but this connects for an insane amount of damage, because that's a one-shot. And we do lane Leech Life as well. It's not going to do much of anything. It did a little more than I expected it to be honest. This Gastrodon's going to be such a problem, though. Let's go for Earth Power. That's fine. We do live on 1 because we are sashed. Did I just see that correctly? This is a Life Orb Gastrodon? I did see that correctly, right? Why is... Okay. You see something new every day. I do kind of need to keep Arcanine alive. Question is what I want to do here. I do not want to switch in Excalibur right here. I could, you know what? Actually, I'm going to. I don't think he's gonna go for. I can't remember the signature move, but I doubt he goes for a fighting type into Araquanid. He's probably gonna go into Arcanine, do something silly into the other slot. Oh, he goes Sucker Punch, which is great. And recover. Okay, totally fine. I'm okay with that turn. Totally okay with that turn. I'm going to switch Araquanid in now. I got options on what I can do. I could just go for a straight up Glaive Rush into Gastrodon. It's really, really greedy. Or I could Icicle Crash. We're going to Icicle Crash Gastrodon. I'm pretty confident he's going to switch the Decidueye out into Goldango. He doesn't. What is he going to go for? So he does Terra the Decidueye into Steel Terra, which could be horribly bad for us. Goes for a sucker punch again, but I'm not letting him have it. If we do land a flinch, it'd be huge. That is well over half. No flinch, but Araquanid doesn't eat this because we get crits. Ah, that's really unfortunate. Okay, Snow stops. Aurora Veil goes away too, which is also pretty bad. I'm gonna go for Leech Life. No. I'm gonna go Liquidation, actually. I should just be able to Ice Shard Gastrodon here. Question is, does he have... He's definitely got a Fighting type move, which is pretty problematic, so... I actually think I'm going to Terra here, and I'm going to go Ice Shard. The reason I want to Terra is if he does go for the Fighting type move that Decidueye has, it'll do absolutely nothing to Excalibur. I'm able to take out Gastrodon because I'm pretty sure it's going to be like Earth Power, Recover, Yawn. Oh, it does have Protect. Okay. That's totally fine because he most likely went into Excalibur, but this does really suck because Liquidation means it's not going to connect. He does go for Triple Arrows. That's the name of the move that I keep forgetting. He does land a crit, and he gets the defense drop, which is really bad. Like, really bad. So, in this case, what I'm going to do, I have to hit Decidueye here. So what I should have done in the first place, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go for Icicle Crash. Hoping for a flinch. I have to fish for a flinch at this point. He could go Sucker Punch, but I resist it now, so I don't really have to worry too much. So he actually is going to take Gastrodon out, which is interesting. Brings out Goldango. If I get a flinch, it's huge. It's a good chunk. Leaf Blade is going to be enough, unfortunately. So I don't think we're going to pick up a win in this first one. My opponent played it very well with the Mind Games with Hisuian Decidueye and this Gastrodon. That was Life Orb Gastrodon, by the way. That was actually hitting really hard. That crit on Araquanid actually mattered very, very much. I could have probably Terra'd. I could have saved... I actually could have used Terra on turn 1 with Ninetales just to... Mainly just to ensure that I live. Let's see here. At this point, I'm just curious on how much that does, and I have to protect. I could go Extreme Speed, but there's no point. Goldingo's going to go for... Yep, there's a Sucker Punch. And I should see a Make It Rain. I don't... Oh, actually a Shadow Ball. That should take us out, I believe. We live on 1 HP. If I get a big crit here. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay. Okay, Araquanid. It is... Okay, both of my Pokemon are on 1 HP. 1. So we know for a fact that Leech Life is going to take out Gastrodon. The question is if Flare Blitz takes out Goldango, and I think it does. Oh boy, Survey says... Oh wait, is Gastrodon faster than me? Hold on, we're going to find out. This became a lot closer than I thought. I thought we were cooked. We actually were able to get that. Absolutely insane. Wait, why did... Am I missing something? Because I definitely went for... Oh, I think it's the ability that... Arcanine has. I totally skipped over what his ability was. I just always assumed it was Intimidate. But that was a wild first game. I'm not really sure how we brought that back. Yeah, I'm not going to complain too much. That was a wild first game. I think Araquanid is definitely a mon that is slept on right now. I do think it could be very, very good. It has very good typing, resists a lot of really popular things right now. It gets access to Wide Guard, and Liquidation just hits hard. Yeah, it totally threw me off with the fact that I should have realized that too, that I wasn't Intimidate when Hit Smash didn't do any recoil damage. I forget what ability I have, but now I have to check that. We got battle number 2 against Rin. Okay, what is it? What is the ability again? Rockhead. Okay, that's what it is. Completely threw me off. Let's see here. We got... I think this is the pretty standard Vivillon team. I'm pretty positive if I get Trick Room up, then I'm in the better position. Vivillon does get Sleep Powder, but it's not that big of a deal. I send out Bronzong, I send out Rhyperior. Araquanid does very big damage here, and then... Well... Actually, Ninetales outspeeds his entire team, so I kind of want to go Ninetales, Rhyperior, Araquanid. I really like that. I can set up Aurora Veil, and then if Ninetales goes down the next turn, it is what it is, but I can set up Aurora Veil, and then I can go for a Iron Defense on Bronzong, and it ends up actually working out really, really well. So let's see what we can do. We got super lucky with game 1, so let's see if that luck can continue into game 2. See if we can be 2-0, secure another win. Cinnamor and Goldango is the lead, which is totally fine. I'm actually really okay with letting Ninetales go down here. Let's see. So we're just gonna go Trick Room. Steel Terra, yeah, we're gonna go Trick Room, and we're going to set up the Aurora Veil. So, figured he'd go into Bronzong, totally fine. I get the Aurora Veil, though. He's probably gonna go Shadow Ball. Maybe? Oh, he goes for Nasty Plot, so he is getting very greedy. Very greedy. Let's see. At this point, I think that I have to... I have to Terra Steel here. And go Trick Room, and then go Blizzard. I get a free Blizzard, which is really nice. So there's the potential that I could freeze my opponent. I do want to go the Steel Terra because if this Goldango does go for Shadow Ball to prevent Trick Room from going up, I want to ensure that I live. Now, if he doubles into that slot, it is what it is. See if we can't secure a freeze. No freeze. He is going to go knock off in a Bronzong. That's totally fine. It's just Mental Herb. And it is Shadow Ball. Is it enough to take us out at +2? It is not, so we do get Trick Room up. So we are feeling pretty good right now. Let's see. We just can go Body Press into Incineroar, and I got exactly what I wanted. At this point, I can just go Blizzard. So the Aurora Veil came in huge because if we hadn't clicked that, definitely don't think we would have lived. If we hadn't Terra, definitely wouldn't have lived. We would have taken super effective damage twice. I guess I could have Iron Defensed here, because I know that no matter what... Well, not no matter what, because he could go for a... he could go Flare Blitz. So Incineroar is going to go away. It's going to be the Vivillon. And I do body press it, which does absolutely nothing. And he will go for Make It Rain this time. Bronzong is going to eat that, as Bronzong should. And now, let's see. I can send out Araquanid, or I can send out Rhyperior. But I do think I want to send out Rhyperior. I have the chance for a flinch. I do... You know what? We're just going to go for double flinch potential, which seems really broken. That's totally fine. Vivillon will go away. Definitely could have gone for the Iron Defense there. It's still something that's in the back of my head that I can go for. We're going to go Rock Slide with Rhyperior, which goodbye to the bug. We do have to do kind of a lot here in a short amount of time, though, because once Trick Room goes away, we're kind of in a really tough spot. So Incineroar's going to come back out, which is fine. And I'm going to go Araquanid, and I'm going to Protect. I kind of have to because of Fake Out pressure. I mean, I'm rock solid and Aurora Veil's up. I probably could have just gone for a free Rock Slide. Or hell, I could have actually gone for an Earthquake now that I think about it. But he did go for Fake Out, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'm assuming this is going to be... Oh, it's actually another Nasty Plot. Okay, Snow goes away, and the Aurora Veil goes away. Both are really bad. But this is our last turn of Trick Room. For what he could have in the back is not great. Especially if he has Prim. Prim would be really, really bad. I don't think that he's going to go for... I have to take a guess. He's most likely going to go for... most likely he's going to go for Protect. But I do have to go high horsepower in the hopes that he doesn't. Okay, Incineroar goes away, which means it's probably going to be Prim. Actually, it'll be P2. I mean, if P2 wants to set up the Trick Room again, I'm not going to be mad. There's the Protect. High horsepower does not connect. We will land a Liquidation that's going to do a pretty good chunk on P2, to be completely honest. Does he... Now the question is is he aware I have Wide Guard? I could click Wide Guard. Wide Guard's going to protect me really big, but if you just go Shadow Ball, then I'm kind of like completely out of luck at that point. I do really need Goldango gone. Because it is such a huge problem, and then it's just Incineroar in the back. Oh, my Spadef is so bad in Rhyperior, I feel like I have to Protect here. So I'm going to Protect. If he went for Make It Rain, he got me. Ooh, he went Dragon Terror, which is actually pretty bad for me. Hopefully he Shadow Balled into Rhyperior. Shadow Balled into Araquanid. Even worse. I do live, and then I go down. So not as much luck in game 2, unfortunately. He read me completely. He knew that I had a Wide Guard, so he did click Shadow Ball like I predicted. But unfortunately, he targeted the Araquanid. Granted, I wouldn't have KO'd either. Man, I'd be really gutsy and go for Trick Room. I can go for Trick Room, and I can go for a double protect. It's the only chance I have, but yeah. No matter what, he's going to be clicking Make It Rain. He has no reason not to. And that'll be game 2. So unfortunately, we do fall in game 2, but it's not too bad. I'm having fun with this team. Bronzong did exactly what I wanted, and so did Ninetales, but I probably... Well, I had to go for what I did with Bronzong. If I didn't, I wasn't going to get the Trick Room up, because I was completely gambling on, or just going all in on Trick Room. So we got one more game. See if we can't go 2-1 with Snow Room. It is an interesting team. I do think it is something that can be good or be utilized in something like maybe it's a better matchup into like a closed team sheet best of 1, like the global challenge. I do think it could actually be pretty good. We'll see what we can do in our last battle. I think the only thing that's awkward is just the speed differential on the team. And using Ninetales as like the sacrificial lamb to get, you know, the Aurora Veil and the Trick Room. But there's probably a better way to play this team, and I'm just not playing it to its full potential, which is totally okay. So our last opponent is Dragonite and Didi, Milotic, P2, Blood Moon, and Grim. Really despise Grim here. But I really like going for Ninetales. I think Ninetales is great here. I also do kind of like leading with Arcanine here as well. As weird as that may be, actually going back Excalibur is not that bad either. The reason I like the lead of Arcanine is because I'm not going to trigger the competitive on Milotic. Bronzong is actually really solid here. Do like Bronzong a lot. And then something along the lines of probably Rhyperior. I kind of like this. The reason I like this, I'm able to lead with just straight damage with Ninetales and Arcanine. I can get the Aurora Veil and then just do some really, really big damage with Arcanine. Say I lose Arcanine, I can switch in Bronzong, I can get the Trick Room up, and then just sweep at that point with Rhyperior. So that's kind of the plan that I got going. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. We got P2 and Grim. So to be honest, I'm not going to go for the Aurora Veil. I'm just going to go for a straight Blizzard, and I'm going to go for a Head Smash into P2. I respect the Reflect. Let's see if I can get a freeze. Blizzard does no damage, by the way. Head Smash does miss, and he's going to get the Trick Room up. Oh, he goes Tri Attack. Okay, in that sense, I'm going to go for the Aurora Veil, and just go for the Head Smash again. I'm curious to know how much damage it does even with Reflect. So he's got all the things, and I got all the things because of Aurora Veil. So we're two very bulky teams. How much does Head Smash do? That's still a lot with Reflect up. We live on 5. What do we do here? I personally like going for Blizzard just because of the RNG chance of getting a freeze. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go for another Head Smash. He is going to go for Thunder Wave, which is pretty troublesome, but it's not too bad. We are going to go for Blizzard. Maybe we land a freeze. Bigger damage on P2. No freeze. He does go for a Recover. Does Head Smash connect is the question. It does connect. For very big damage. And I'm just going to go for a Blizzard again. And I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz because I only got 2 left. He does miss T-Wave, which is huge. No freezes at all, which is super wild to me. Not a single freeze. That did decent damage. I was gonna say, knowing my luck, I'd probably land like a burn. And this P2 does not want to go away, though, that's for sure. Grim goes away, so no T-Wave. Probably just going to be Recover again. He's just spamming Recover. I'm just going to keep hitting with Flare Blitz just to keep damage on it to ensure it's not 100% healthy. The snow does stop, which is kind of problematic. If I really wanted to, I could switch out Ninetales here. That way, if I want to get the Aurora Veil back up, I do have that option. He does have D-Knight. Arcanine is paralyzed. I really do want to go greedy here, but I'm going to go Bronzong, and I'm going to go... Question is would he be Scale Shot? I don't know, but I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to go for Head Smash without Terra. Scale Shot would be really bad if he did go for it. It would be weird, though, if he did go for it. Strictly because his team's not really made for speed. It's more on the Trick Room side of things. It's going to be Water Terra on the Dragonite, which is fine. And he goes Dragon Dance, so he's going to get greedy here. Okay. As long as I land this Head Smash, it'll be really nice. P2's just going to keep spamming Recover, which is totally fine. Okay, we do land Head Smash. I mean, okay. If that... Okay. If that was a crit through Reflect, and if that was also multi-scale, that's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, I go for that, and I could just E-Speed to get damage. Why not? It's a little bit of chip. P2 has Shadow Ball. Why do you have that? Okay, that doesn't do anything to Bronzong, though. Ursa's gonna go for Calm Mind. And I want to go for very, very big body presses. Very big. Now, this is why I saved my Terra at this point. We do see its leftovers, Ursa. At this point, I could just go Steel Terra. Shadow Ball's not going to do super effective damage. And then Body Press does very big damage to Ursaluna. And then, for the heck of it, I can just Flare Blitz it. And then I still have Rhyperior in the back. Calm Mind is annoying. I don't typically see Calm Mind on Blood Moon Ursaluna, but let's see what this Bronzong can do. There's the Shadow Ball. It does nothing. Earth Power is just going to bring me down the Sash. Arcanine's actually done so much this game. And we haven't been full parried once, by the way. Not once. How much does Body Press do? Pretty solid damage. Okay. Okay, Reflect goes away, so that's actually very, very good for me. What's our speed on Bronzong, actually? Actually don't want to set up the Trick Room. I'm just going to go Body Press again into Ursa, and I'm going to Extreme Speed into Ursa. And my opponent's just going to forfeit at that point because that Head Smash crit was the complete deciding factor of the game, especially after my opponent got a Dragon Dance up. That was absolutely insane. So I personally had a lot of fun with this team. It does have a lot of different mechanics to it, with setting up the Aurora Veil, setting up Trick Room, being able to do fun things with Blizzard in the Snow, a wide guard on Araquanid. Didn't really get a showcase Rhyperior all that much. Got to use Baxcalibur at least once. But honestly, Bronzong did so much, and so did Arcanine. The team, in my opinion, was a lot of fun. So we can at least say we went 2-1 with the team. I will showcase it one more time for those who are wanting to give it a shot themselves and let me know what you guys think. Again, I really enjoyed the team. You can see how much work Arcanine put in that last game. Not one single full para was on it, and it one-shot crits what I'm assuming was a multi-scale Dragonite. So absolutely insane things with the team. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. We'll try something probably different next week. We'll see what's going on, as the meta's always changing. And we do have the Grand Challenge that is going to be coming up this weekend. And I'll keep you guys informed on how we are doing in that. So without further ado, that is it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!